Hello and welcome to Mint's Game Center, a new series where I review games. For the first episode, and fittingly for All Hallows Eve, we have The Short and Sweet Home, a 2012 indie game by Benjamin Rivers. Home is an interesting short psychological horror game set in part of a town not named and will quickly double as a murder mystery, as you will soon find out when the story begins. I will try to keep them to a minimal, but spoilers will be present in this video. Home is a unique horror game in that in the end it's up to you, the player, to decide what happened at the end through a series of choices you can make throughout the game. Bad weather stirs around while your character awakens in a room that is not his own. Your unsettling trip to the truth begins here. Good luck! You play an unnamed male character that awakens in a stranger's house. He has no memory of what happened, and this is where our story begins. It is a dark and stormy night, and the man wakes up in a room with a hurt leg and blood that is not his own. Armed with only a flashlight in the beginning, he sets off to uncover the horrific mystery of the previous night while finding his way back to his beloved Rachel. And maybe we can just call him Ross. We'll just call this guy Ross. Okay, no, moving on now. Okay. Along the way, he comes across clues as to what happened, some more helpful than others, as well as with some gruesome, stomach-turning scenes that show many people met cruel, violent ends. He can only hope they died quickly as to not have suffered badly and that Rachel did not meet any of their fates. There are multiple endings to the game for the player to interpret as they wish depending on choices made in the game. There's even a website at the end of the game for you to share what you think happened and will also be linked in the description below. Be sure to give it a check, it has some interesting stuff there. Along the way, you'll be making many choices with various items throughout the game, which depending on what you do affects the ending you get. Most notably your choice at the end of the game in the basement. But I'm not saying anything else on that one. Let's let something be a surprise here. There is no music going on in the background while you play, just sound effects, which works in the game's favor. By doing this, it helps create the atmosphere of something dark and horrible. It helps pull you in easier and keeps you on edge with every sound in just the right place. Now, the controls in this game are very simple, and that's fine as it has no need for more than what we're given. We can walk, move the flashlight up, and select highlighted things. And that's pretty much it there. Moving on now. The setting is beautifully done and doesn't cut corners on details. From the bodies on the floor to the scrawls on the walls, each area is unique and offers its own experience while you're there. From the unsettling feelings in the woods to the dread of what's at the end, it delivers visually in all of its pixelated glory. This is easily one of my favorite horror games as it induces fear by way of atmosphere, sound, and the mystery of what happened along with the unsettling feeling of being watched, instead of the usual jump scares and grotesque monsters from your regular horror titles. Every time, without fail, it keeps me on edge and ready to get out of whatever area I'm in and not look back. I'm looking at you, wooded area with the golden eyes. I'm looking at you. From my playthroughs, I do encourage you to explore and learn as much as you can, as it makes things extra interesting. And I also suggest playing through it more than once, as I feel it is worth the effort, but make different decisions to see what you get. It's fun, and more so if you follow the in-game suggestion of lights off and headphones on. The game can be beaten in under an hour if you rush through it, and on average around an hour and a half including exploring time. It's a fun, short, spooky game that is worth the money and has held up well. All in all, I'm giving this a rating of 3 out of 3 stars. The game is available on places also listed in the description. Go check it out and tell me what you think. As always, have a great day and see you in the next video. Have a happy and safe All Hallows Eve, everyone. Bye-bye. Hey there, and thank you for checking out my very first review video ever. I was heavily inspired for a long time by other YouTubers, and I wanted to give this a shot for myself. So as always, feedback, constructive criticism, anything is very much appreciated. Thank you, and have a great day.